Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel Sparkle English, where I teach you how to improve your level of English. In today's video, we're going to do a quiz on 8 different comma rules. This is the second quiz in my 8 comma rules series. There will be 20 questions in this quiz. Let's get started. You need to place the commas correctly in each of these sentences. I will read the sentence and you will have 5 seconds to place the commas correctly. Number 1. Helen has lived in England, Australia, China, and India. The correct answer is Helen has lived in England, Australia, China, and India. We use commas to separate items in a series of 3 or more things. The comma before and is called the Oxford comma, and different style guides say you should or should not use it. I always use the Oxford comma. Number 2. We need to bake a cake, decorate the house, and order a few boxes of pizza for Jesse's birthday party. The correct answer, we need to bake a cake, decorate the house, and order a few boxes of pizza for Jesse's birthday party. We place a comma after bake a cake and decorate the house because, again, we are separating a series of phrases. Number 3. Jason, I told you to turn off the television. The correct answer is Jason, I told you to turn off the television. This is called the vocative comma. We are talking to Jason and addressing Jason, so we need to use a comma after his name. Number 4. The teacher said, please open the textbook to page 10. The correct answer is the teacher said, please open the textbook to page 10. We need to use a comma to separate a quotation from the rest of a sentence. In this case, we have the comma after said to introduce the quotation. Question 5. We are going to leave after work, but we should arrive at the hotel before midnight. The correct answer, we are going to leave after work, but we should arrive at the hotel before midnight. We use a comma before the conjunction but because we have to use a comma to separate independent clauses when they are joined by one of the fanboys conjunctions, for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. We are going to leave after work is a complete sentence. We should arrive at the hotel before midnight is also a complete sentence. So we need to use a comma before the conjunction but. Number 6. While I was shopping in town, I ran into an old friend of mine. The correct answer, while I was shopping in town, I ran into an old friend of mine. We use a comma after town because we must use a comma to separate a dependent clause when it comes before an independent clause. Number 7. No, I'm not interested in going on a date with you. The correct answer is no, I'm not interested in going on a date with you. This is because we must use a comma to separate an introductory element from the rest of a sentence. In this case, no. Number 8. If it rains tomorrow, we will have to cancel the hockey game. The correct answer is if it rains tomorrow, we will have to cancel the hockey game. Again, we must use a comma to separate a dependent clause when it comes before an independent clause. If it rains tomorrow is a dependent clause. It is not a complete sentence. Number 9. My father is a calm, patient man. The correct answer is my father is a calm, patient man. We must use a comma to separate adjectives when they describe the same noun. Number 10. Cassandra, my best friend, is graduating this year. The correct answer is Cassandra, my best friend, is graduating this year. We use a comma after Cassandra and after friend because we use a comma to separate any word or phrase from the rest of the sentence that isn't essential to the sentence's meaning. We could say Cassandra is graduating this year. My best friend is additional extra information that is not essential. Number 11. She doesn't like candy, yet she loves chocolate. The correct answer is she doesn't like candy, yet she loves chocolate. Again, we use a comma to separate independent clauses when they are joined by one of the fanboy's conjunctions. She doesn't like candy is a complete sentence, and she loves chocolate is also a complete sentence. So we must combine them with a comma plus the conjunction yet. Number 12. I'd like to hire you, the manager said. The correct answer is I'd like to hire you, the manager said. Again, we use a comma to separate a quotation from the rest of a sentence. In this case, we use a comma instead of a period before the quotations. Number 13. Sadly, George and Lauren canceled the wedding because they broke up. The correct answer is sadly, George and Lauren canceled the wedding because they broke up. Again, we use a comma to separate an introductory element from the rest of the sentence. In this case, sadly. Number 14. They will go to Paris, France on their honeymoon next year. The correct answer is they will go to Paris, France, on their honeymoon next year. We use a comma after Paris and after France because we must use a comma to separate the name of a city from a country or state. And because the sentence continues after the country, we also use a comma. If the sentence ended here, they will go to Paris, France, we would only have one comma between Paris and France. Number 15. She moved back to Canada on June 29, 2022. The correct answer is she moved back to Canada on June 29th, 2022. This is because we must use a comma to separate the day of the month and the year. Number 16. Tyler spent the whole day working on the farm, so he's too tired to go hiking tomorrow. The correct answer is Tyler spent the whole day working on the farm, so he's too tired to go hiking tomorrow. We must use a comma after farm and before the conjunction so, because Tyler spent the whole day working on the farm is an independent clause, and he's too tired to go hiking tomorrow is also an independent clause. And we use a comma to separate independent clauses when they are joined by one of the fanboy's conjunctions. Number 17. When I get a sore throat, I drink hot water with lemon and ginger. The correct answer is when I get a sore throat, I drink hot water with lemon and ginger. We use a comma after throat because again, when I get a sore throat is a dependent clause that comes before the independent clause, I drink hot water with lemon and ginger. Number 18. After the wedding, we stayed in a hotel near the lake. The correct answer is after the wedding, we stayed in a hotel near the lake. After the wedding is not a complete sentence, and it introduces the complete sentence, we stayed in a hotel near the lake, so we must add a comma after wedding. Number 19. Patty is traveling to Egypt on Wednesday, February 1st, 2023. The correct answer is Patty is traveling to Egypt on Wednesday, February 1st, 2023. We use a comma after Wednesday and after February 1st because we must use a comma to separate the day of the week, the day of the month, and the year. And finally, number 20. She's traveling to Portugal in the fall, and he's going to India in the winter. The correct answer is she's traveling to Portugal in the fall, and he's going to India in the winter. We use a comma before and because, again, we are joining two independent clauses or two complete sentences with a conjunction. So we must have a comma before that conjunction. Okay, so let me know in the comment section how many you got correct out of 20. If you got less than 15 out of 20, I recommend you watch my 8 comma rules video or my basic comma rules video, which you can see in the description below this video. If you want more quizzes on commas, also look at the description of this video to see links to my other quizzes in this series. Thank you once again for watching. Make sure to subscribe to Sparkle English for more videos like this one, and I will see you in my next lesson.